Welcome back to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us. All right, we've got Mike Breeze, President, Pinpoint Homes, on the show with us. Mike, you've been traveling all over the place. You just got back from L.A., right?
Hey, good afternoon, Michael. Yes, I did, sir. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Be heading out this Sunday to the other coast, going to Miami again. So, yeah, always busy.
All right. Well, gosh. You're looking forward to Aspen, aren't you?
I am, buddy. I can't wait.
Me too. All right. You've got some new stuff coming up here. Building second stories on urban homes. And was that 3-2 up plus? What's that?
Yeah, we did some analysis on some of our rehab strategies and looking at our gross margin returns and also our net ROIs. And we're finding that even though, and what I'm talking about is urban homes that have, 900 to 1,100 square foot footprint. Minnesota might have a basement we can finish, and other states it might not. So it's kind of in the middle between something that can be a comfortable 3-bedroom or not. Well, what we've been doing recently and seeing a good return on is actually cutting off the roof and putting a full second story, moving up. We're getting at least 3 bedrooms, sometimes 4 if we're lucky, and getting at least 2 bathrooms up there. Well, 2 bathrooms all really need master suite and then another bathroom to share with the other rooms. And the margin goes up 9%, even with the extra costs and the extra time. The investment's been worth it. So I thought I'd share with people that to not be afraid of that little more extensive rehab. Yeah, your rehab might go from 100 to 200, but the return is there. The timeline, at least for us, has only increased 30 to 45 days. And what we have is a lot more buyers available to buy that. So it's also increased our buyer pool and led to multiple offers or at least quicker sales, because people really want to have bedrooms all on one level. And then since we moved bedrooms up, we've been able to get more main open living space and convert that small kitchen into a gourmet kitchen because we eliminated bedrooms. So just wanted to put some food for thought for folks out there that have been considering it, maybe a little nervous about spending the extra money. We're seeing a good return on that.
Yeah, let me let the audience know. You don't need to say this, but I can say it because I'm not in your fund and I'm not a licensed broker dealer. But you're doing excess of 40% a year for your fund, and I want just hats off to you to do something and then share those techniques with the listening audience. Now, there's something else coming up here: spring cleanup and curb appeal. Walk us through that.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring that up because it was a good reminder. I've been touring properties this week with a couple of our investors who are happy because of the returns you talked about and looking to do more. And so they wanted to, before they upped the ante, so to speak, they wanted to see some of the projects, and that's kind of a final checkoff. But going through that process, I was reminded, especially in Minnesota or some of these northern states that have this long winter, we've kind of forgotten about what green grass looks like or the fact that we need to mow it. So no matter where you're at, there's always a spring cleanup element, but especially in the northern states that have winters that they deal with, make sure you get out there and get some fresh mulch, trim in the hedges so we have good clear views to your home. Because when you list those things, we can talk about curb appeal in a second, because that curb appeal apply to any home no matter what season. We want to make sure they're clean and ready. And, from winters, you get piles up of sand and salt and things like that. So things as simple as cleaning the driveway, cleaning the sidewalk, mowing the lawn, trimming the bushes, like I said, adding some plants with color. Your first impression is everything. We know that as people. When we meet somebody, we have a first impression of everybody we meet. And people have that same kind of emotional connection with the home. And so if the first impression isn't great because it doesn't look so clean and well taken care of in the front, then when they go in the home, instead of looking at everything that's great about it, they're going to find everything that's wrong about it. So, any research that's been done on this, it's very important that the curb appeal is phenomenal, that it's a 10 out of 10, and we get our buyers in a right mood and in a right position to look glass half full when they go through our home.
Now, I've seen all kinds of real estate investment funds, REITs and so on, and they can't seem to come close to the kind of ROIs that you produce for your fund. So it's got to be more than curb appeal. You've got some secret sauce within your processes. There's your disruptive industry processes that sets you so far ahead it's hard for them to catch. without giving away the secret sauce, give us some kind of an idea what makes you so different from everybody else that people are trusting with their money in the real estate industry sector.
Kind words, thank you. Really, it's how many people can you poll in the United States that have performed 35,000 rehabs or more? I mean, it's a very small percentage. I don't even know what the answer is, Michael, but yeah. I know when I meet people, they've never talked to anybody that's repaired at that level. And certainly in the industry I was in, I know there was some owners of those companies that definitely were at that level as well. So it comes from all that experience, and more than just doing the 35,000 rehabs, and obviously getting the construction costs dialed in and the construction processes and procedures dialed in, which we don't have nearly as much lost money to certain challenges that most encounter. We've kind of conquered that already with all that. It's also about, I got to work with some of the best groups in the country. They were clients of mine, very intelligent, very good at what they did. Also worked with some that weren't so great. And so I got to learn what we would want to incorporate into our fund and also what we want to avoid, especially on the capital management side. So that's helped it. We're lean and mean by the technology that I brought to the table that I built and invested a lot of the proceeds from that other business in and apply that here. So we're very lean and mean. That helps. But we also have a lot of transparency. We have a lot of supplier relationships and a lot of things that technology enables us to do that you couldn't do with spreadsheets. And frankly, Michael, as you know, most people are managing this whole thing off of Excel spreadsheets. And if you're doing that, it can work, but it can't work at the level it works that we're making it work with our technology.
I got it. Yeah, that's so well said. We've got just a few seconds left. Just one nugget for everybody to take away that you want to leave them with today.
Of course, please call us and invest with us. We're welcoming investors. But
right.
Beyond that, just going back to what we've been talking about, especially in the spring cleanup, I've got an easy go-to resource for people. It's called TaskRabbit. Very easy to have all these maintenance services you need because you don't mow the lawn once, you need to mow it regularly, correct? So
yeah.
How do I do that without calling all these vendors and lining up these people? Go through TaskRabbit. If you just Google it, you can get to their website. I think it's TaskRabbit.com, but just Google it. They'll handle everything. It's very cheap. They'll just run it on your credit card. They send you the photos when it's complete to verify it was done. Easy.
Got it.
TaskRabbit.
All right. Thanks, Mike. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
You too. Mike Breeze, President, Pinpoint Homes, pinpointeg.com. You've been listening to CEO Money. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you for listening.